Okay, the whole exhibition is well, all paintings are autobiographical. Okay. And right, Marienhill Cathedral. This is the winter solstice, and it's in a place in Ireland. The reason Ireland, you take my DNA, I'm treated by descent. Okay. Here we have Durban. Now this is a wonderful old temple in Jacobs. Terribly restored. You must go and have a look, because the temple must have been beautiful, but it's covered in Italian tiles on the outside reception zone. And I found these two little shrines in the garden, and this is Spanish and Italian. Going back to that, put on the bottom, which my friend Lisa said is that it doesn't exist. We found it. My idea of Boffat, I thought it was an Afrikaans joke. I mean, I really did. And then we found it. And it was... Oh, God! I forgot that. But it was wonderful because when people ask questions, I can tell them about that. It was a wonderful place. Not glamorous, but still. I mean, talk about our electricity failures or whatever. I went into the bar to get a beer, and we both sat down, and both Lisa and I love cold beer. And the barmaid said, "Sorry, honey, you'll have to have warm beer." We said, but I mean, the electricity without. Then it came on, enough time to deep freeze it. Whatever your belief, you know, etc. I was ill, I was in hospital, and I found out, I was told by one of the nurses that somebody had prayed over me. Another nurse came and told me somebody else had prayed over me, and I thought, who are these people? You know, I was absolutely staggered. I thought, somebody cares that they will do this. So somehow prayer comes into this exhibition. These water tanks are shapes. It always fascinated me about that area. I don't know why, there's something almost like temple-like about them. You know, you imagine people praying before them. And that's what we see, unfortunately, so often. For some reason, the government have cut down on rail services, so the stations are abandoned. And people come and take away the roof, the doors, and the windows. I really can't understand why they don't just declare them open and let people just move in. Because it's a stable thing with plumbing and all that jazz. Beyond that, you'll all recognize that. That's Durban. Two houses in Alpine Road, which runs from Brickfield Road to Springfield Park. And this is a place called Makana Meadery. It's in Grahamstown, and Andrew and I went there. It was fascinating. There was a guy who he historically knew the history. There's a whole history of bees and honey and mead, etc. And this goes back like 5,000 years, his knowledge. And Dr. Cambray. But it was a wonderful place, it was very laid back. And I were in Hanover, and Lisa parking the car, and I went into the bar to get a drink. And the barman said to me, "Who are you people?" And so I said, "Well, we're both painters, and we're going around the country looking for things of interest." So he said, I mean, it's the barman telling it. He said, "Have you been to the Ilfontein?" And I said, "No." And so we went. And all there is this wrecked hotel and a couple of small railway power stations. What it was, a man from immigrant, one of the Jewish immigrants who came out, God knows when, but about mid to late 1800s. And he obviously came from Lithuania, dumped in Cape Town, made his way to Oatswood, made a fortune selling ostrich feathers, and then he decided he was going to outrival Matjiesfontein. Anyway,
what happened to the hotel? Didn't
it's a total ruin.
Railway line or something?
No, the railway line is still there, but of course they go on electricity.
But why did it all flop?
Oh, then there was the Anglo-Boer War, and it was occupied by the British military for a hospital. And the horrible part about it is, next to it is a cemetery. Now, it's got, here lies the body of so-and-so, aged 19. It's a lovely, desolate backyard in Georgia, and I just love all this broken down. Yeah, fascinating. Look, as a painter, and I think you talk to Andrew as well, you cannot do anything that, if I was handcuffed, I couldn't speak. You can't do anything unless we're fascinated by it. So, this is the chapel in Verulam. So here we're back in KZN, which is abandoned. I don't know whether the temple does not repair. Just a lovely cemetery at Tonga, which, yeah, and of course the greenery of KZN is there. Pascal said, when she's looking down from there, she said that that's your wet wall, Aiden, and that's your dry wall. So, and she's so right. Yeah. Anyway, this is the same house in Ekopo. We went there in a day that was pouring with rain. Fortunately, it's an old house, but it is occupied, I think, by squatters. But, they're looking after the place, and they're growing wheelies or all sorts of things. Protest against borders, frontiers, fences, etc., etc. And the centre ones, I just wanted to show space and possible pathway through from south to north. And the thing with borders and frontiers is that it does stop migration, which was the norm for people and animals to wander right across Africa. And so far, going back to people, there's a new theory just come out that the human race started here in Africa, in the Cape somewhere. So we've always thought of Mesopotamia, Iraq, which was the start of the human race. But so the Garden of Eden wasn't in Mesopotamia, it was in Mossel Bay. That's basically it. And these people are, so you can look at them both ways, as nomads wanting to get through, but also as the start of the human race heading north. And that, I put them on the edge, or rented them on the edge. We discussed it, and no, it's better to get that image, I agree with him. And there's another one at the end. But these are all, so these paintings are, I've put them together. They're not, people have said, oh, that what part of the cruise that is that Namibia, etc. And my feeling, no, it's here, but it's real. To me, it's real anyway. Now, and then the last one is the last KZN, when you're going from KZN to the Free State.